What is going on, YouTubers, crypto world, crypto enthusiasts? This is Yusuf or a King Risen. I am coming to you guys with another Bitcoin video. So, if you guys been following before, you have seen how some of our technical analysis has worked out so far in Bitcoin. And let's see if we can continue this as far as where Bitcoin is going to end up. Um, I have some confluences on here, guys. I have support, I have resistance, I have trend lines, I also don't really use indicators, but I did include the RSI and the MACD. So here's our trend lines are in red. This is our fib levels, these numbers you're looking at. And this is RSI. This is our MACD right here. If you guys can see my cursor, that's where I'm highlighting for you guys. So obviously, if you've been following Bitcoin, you know we're in a consolidation or retracement. As of today, I believe we're still in an uptrend in Bitcoin, despite all of this bearish action we've been seeing. Unless we break $6,000, for me, technically, we're still in an uptrend. I believe this is just a correction and consolidation to an uptrend. Here's the reason why. So obviously went to this big, crazy parabolic move up, seeing all-time highs. We started working our way down. And if you guys notice, where did price stop? Price stopped, and I know we have some wicks through here, but price really stopped at the 61.8 level. That's where price stopped. So from this 61.8, we started consolidating, going up a little bit, down a little bit, up a little bit some more, and then we finally broke down. So if we look at this long engulfing bearish candle, it took a lot of momentum to get us down here. You know, look at this candle. This painting on the chart is telling us something. It's like, hey, like this is really where I want to go. That's what Bitcoin is saying. I want to go down. And then when we bounced off the 50% level, now granted, we did wick through, but essentially we bounced off it. We hit the 61, the bottom of this level again. We bounced off of it. Then we bounced off the 50 again. We never made it back up to the 61.8 and we came crashing down. And if you guys notice, it formed in that nature two symmetrical triangles, both sitting and resting on fib levels. So now it would lead me to believe our next destination is going to be the 38.2 at 86.83. From there, a bounce is fine. A bounce would be healthy. Maybe a couple of bounces even, and then working our way back down to the 23.6 level right here. I have support plotted, so maybe you can't see it. Which is at $6,000. So guys, the more I look at Bitcoin, the more bearish it becomes. At first I had it going at 7,500, or maybe I had it later than that. Maybe I had 8,600 at first. Then I had 7,500, then I had 7,000. Now I'm looking at 6,000. So part, and I'm a little guilty of it. I do own Bitcoin, so part of it is like, almost kind of hopeful. Like you want to see the rally, you want to see the naysayers being proven wrong. But taking that outside of the technical analysis is like, okay, if I'm just looking at this thing on the chart, let's forget whatever it is. Just look at it on the chart. It looks like it has a lot longer, a lot more to go to stretch his legs and get down to that $6,000 level. So outside the obvious, as far as the fib levels, that's one reason why I can get there. As far as the trend lines, that's another reason. This is where the main trend line is, right down here. That's another reason. And it's broken prior trend lines. If you was to draw a trend line right here, let me draw one for you. Boom. Let's say you took from here. Look, guys, it's broken that trend line. Oops. Let me make sure I got it right. It's not going to be just perfect. Let me try to get it as perfect as possible, though. So if you wanted to take it like that, you can see like it broke that trend line. And The 38.2 is down there too. So it looks like it's barreling at the very minimum to this 38.2 next before it makes any type of bounce up. And I wouldn't be surprised if it hit this level, bounced back up to the hindsight of this trend line, and then worked its way down. In fact, that would probably be my play. I'll probably have an order somewhere around here ready to short the heck out of this thing down here. So we are seeing these things unfold in the market. If you look at the RSI, it even in these short little recovery zones, the RSI has never given us an overbought reading. Like it never got us over 70. So it's a lot of sell bear pressure down towards here. I think by the end of the day, when this is all said and done, we're going to have an oversold reading on the RSI. It's going to be below 30. At the very, very minimum, touch 30 and work its way up. I think that is going to take place. Also, if you look at the MACD, and guys, again, I don't really use these things, but, whatever. But if you look at the MACD, it doesn't give you any reason that it's turning bullish. I mean, it gives you no reason. You can see the gold line above the blue line. It doesn't give you a reason like, hey, this thing is turning around. Again, these indicators are laggers, so even if the market was turning around, these indicators will be the last ones to actually tell you about it. But I do understand how important it is for a lot of traders in their trade plan, so I include it. With that being said, with this break over here, and where the support is right here, you could argue 8,100-ish in this level. There's, a reasonable amount of support. But my counter to that argument would be is that if we broke this trend line, we have to go down further. We just have to. I just can't see us breaking here and then just re-emerging through here in the bull trend. I just don't see that. It just doesn't make a lot of sense to me price action wise. And then looking at it numerically, just as far as the math, like in this area over here, where we bounced from the 61.8 before we got this engulfing bearish break, we was trading in about $5,000 range. So you're telling me we're going to break on this engulfing candle break and only trade with a $2,000 or $2,500 or $3,000 range after this break? It would make more sense if it was one-to-one. Like, okay, we traded here, we broke, and now we're going to trade down here for another $5,000 range. And if you take it like that, at the bottom of this range right here, if you're taking around $11,000, $12,000, it puts you around $6,000 or $7,000. And the $6,000 is for me is like the target number as far as, okay, that's where the main uptrend begins. If we break down here, we're in a long-term bearish market. That's pretty much doomsday in my assessment for Bitcoin. That's going to bring a lot of doubt and a lot of uncertainty, not only to Bitcoin, but to the crypto community in a whole. And I just don't see us going down that far. Fundamentally, we have contracts on February the 14th that's going to expire, futures contracts that may also give Bitcoin a boost. That's speculative, so we'll see about that. So let me know what you guys think. Like this video, give me an upvote on Steemit, subscribe, comment, give me your charts, tell me what you think. But the more I look at it, the more bearish I get. If there's anyone out there that's bullish on it, let me know. Tell me why you feel like it's gonna go bullish. I'd love to hear that. I would love to hear those ideas. And let's see how we can figure this thing out. Right now, for me, unless we see some crazy price action, I just gotta be bearish on this thing. This is the main downtrend right here. So if you're safe and you're not looking to buy the bottom, waiting for a break on this trend line is the safest thing to do to start to really consider going long. So that's where I'm at with Bitcoin. That's my update. Like, follow, subscribe, comment, upvote. Let me know what you guys think. Peace.